Hello everybody, how's it going? Yo, Mr. MKL here. We are hanging out. It is Monday, it is Niche Fighter Monday. Welcome as always to the Digital Basement. Apologies, friends, for the lack of a camera today. We were busy over the weekend doing a stream. We did something new. We did a show called Critical Frame, and during which I neglected to, keep track of my equipment and charge my batteries. So hey, we're going camless for a little bit today until that gets charged up. But yo, man, I hope everyone's been doing well. Critical Frame was really fun, man. I really enjoyed doing that. Having some good old-fashioned fighting game discussions, right? I mean, I think we all have our share of the fighting game discourse, right? But the discussions, do we do that enough? I don't know. I don't know if we do. So yeah, it was great being able to sit down with Andrea D and Mohas Gridlock to kind of go over a new indie game from, a good old-fashioned analytical perspective. See what the game is about from a designer's point of view as well as a player's point of view. It was really fun, and I'm planning on doing it again with not only more guests, but different games, of course. Here, y'all can hang out with Farfetch. They're sitting here playing. They're gonna be playing some games today with us. But all told, yeah, I was very pleased with how Critical Frame went, and I do have some. It wasn't perfect. It was our first outing doing something like that, doing more of a discussion format, like a structured discussion format on the stream. So one of the things that I really want to do, and I think we did a good job of kind of alluding to it through our conversations about Kansui Fighter, but that we might not have put a fine enough point on, was how do these games and how do these design decisions fit into the wider world of fighting games? Right? I think that's important. And also looking at kind of the why of, why are people really interested in in these games? Matrified brought it up in the Discord when we were chatting about this, that, right? Why invest time in a 20-year-old fighting game that no one knows about? Or some indie game that is, brand new and has a relatively small player base, when you could be playing Street Fighter or Tekken 8 or whatever the case may be. There's something that drives players to want to engage with those kinds of games. And I think it's worth kind of investigating why. So those are some of the things that I want to do a little bit more in future episodes of Critical Frame. Hey Super HC, how you doing? But I'd love to know what y'all thought about what y'all thought about the show. Do you enjoy that kind of discussion, the roundtable format? What do you want out of it? Are you looking for more of a historical perspective? Do you want more of an in-depth nuts and bolts design perspective? There's a lot of ways we can approach it, right? I think. And this is one thing I'm really glad that we got through in the show, is that the experience of a player, what the player feels, it matters a lot, and how you balance doing new and interesting things and things that might be a little off the wall. How do you balance that with, player comfort? You have to give them a little treat. You have to give them a little something to latch on to that is comfortable and familiar, and then you're like, oh, but hey, this is our weird thing, right? So I'd like to explore some of that a bit more as well, more how the player reacts. And also maybe outside of games, how do players react to events, right? What does a player feel when they go to a tournament for the first time? What is that experience like? And what ways can we design those events or experiences to better suit our players? I'm glad, Super. I'm glad that you enjoyed that kind of show, that the discussion was there. And for sure, like, I really want more... I want more voices talking about interesting things in the fighting game space. So, you know, we have a lot of people who play games who talk about games. And in fighting games, I don't think we have enough of the people making games talking about games. I think this is the reason that Sakurai's Smash Brothers series of videos, their YouTube channel that they did, was so popular and people responded to it so well, is that you have the perspective of the designers. And so getting a bit more of that, right? I think we've done a better job over recent years in the FGC of bringing in our tournament organizers, the people who are doing things within our community that make our community better and make it worth being in. They're doing a lot of great things there, and we're doing a better job of talking about it. But honestly, the creators of the games themselves and what they think about the games and what their reaction to it is, I think that's a super unique perspective. That developers might have that in their own circles. There's a pretty solid group of fighting game developers who communicate and share and help each other. So that's not surprising. But getting that outward facing towards the players and the fans is something we don't always get. So definitely more of that I want to do. Oh, nice. You have Farfetch, but we can also do some shadow theater. Hi, everybody. Thumbs up. How's it going? Can I get the peace sign? I think I can get the peace sign. There you go. Peace. Heart. I can kind of almost get the heart. No, that's not working. Anyways, yo, let's kick off Niche Fighter Monday the right way.
Niche Fighter Monday.
It is Niche Fighter Monday. We are hanging out in the digital basement. Thanks for joining, friends. We're going to kick off the day here with a bit of an approachable fighting game that I have seen kicking around on Steam and itch.io for the last little bit. This is Draco Fighter. I think honestly I picked this one up in part because I was a little inspired from Konsui Fighter, which is a game that started as a mobile game and moved on to PC development, and Draco Fighter is also a game from an indie dev who is making a mobile version and a PC version. And you can see that this menu is very, very much influenced the design in the menu is obviously, in my opinion, a mobile design. There we go. So, Draco Fighter. It is the hand-drawn dragon fighting game.
Ready.
And I think immediately, right? Like, this looks very much like a mobile game. And I'm always interested in mobile fighting games and how they work. And seeing how, what kind of game gets produced when you make a mobile game. You have to consider the form factor, right? And in this one, we have ourselves no jumping and no crouching. I think no crouching is something you will see very, very, very often out of mobile fighting games. And this game just is like, nope, you go right and left, you have a dash, and it's a 3-button game. You have a normal attack, a special attack, and a throw. It looks really cute. This is it, man. Like, I saw this game and I was just like, look, okay, yes. Mobile fighting game. I understand. Some people are going to look at this and say, why am I playing a Flash game? Right? And I think that's kind of an unfair assessment. There's something about this style of cutout, like the heavy lines on the characters, right? It gives this like bold, very cartoony flavor, which I really like. And yo, there were some amazing Flash games. I grew up playing Flash games. Don't knock on my Flash games. So yeah, up and down, we got no. Here, let me put on my... I think I have an input display. There we are. So yeah, right? No jumping, no crouching. Right and left, and ABC, right? Yeah, Flash games, thank you Super HC. Flash games should be respected. They are legitimately a very important part of our lineage, of the lineage of games, and fighting games in particular. There are a whole ton of creators who started as like Newgrounds artists and Flash makers, and like, come on, they've gone on to make new and interesting things. So yeah, respect, credit where credit's due kind of thing. Okay, so we have like body hopping on dashes, of course, because you have no jumping. But just because you have no jumping does not mean you can't launch your opponents. So the game seems to really revolve around getting your hit, getting a launcher, and then getting your juggle combo, right? So the way it works is that you have directional normals. You have a neutral normal, forward, and back attack, and then you have specials. Neutral special, forward special, and back special. And then, right, so I can get into I don't have a jump, but I can get into the air, and then... So yeah, you do have these... Oh, wow. Yo, we got the Kara throw? Yo! Just forward throw. Look at that. That's like quarter screen. Yeah, no, and I think it's a really interesting. This is one of the things that comes out of, I will say in part, it comes out of mobile game development. Is there's no jumping, but you have other ways to engage with being airborne, right? When you're not worried about getting your jump input time, yada yada yada, and it's just like you happen to have a move that puts you airborne or puts the opponent airborne, that lets you just play with your right, left, your ease of input, and your limited button real estate in a way that still lets you be a really engaging combat system. And yeah, yo, the grappler dragon, right? Okay, you have an air throw too. Oh. Scoop. All right, so if I do... Yeah, jumping it's such an important and integral part of fighting games that to say you can't jump, and this is why a lot of, I think, traditional fighting game players will recoil at the thought of a game with no crouching or no jumping, right? But then, like, I don't know, I question how many of them have played games like Arcus Chroma, which, while it doesn't have jumpings, is very much a fighting gamer's game. So, yeah, the ways that you have to accommodate for that, and that's always been the thing about all the approachable games, right? Is that if you are going to do things like, hey, you don't have crouching, so how do you do charge attacks? Phantasy Strike deals with that by creating a unique meter for charge characters, right? And that's they understood that there was something about their system that was going to demand a fundamental change, and they accommodated for it. So I for one want more experiments and experiences that accommodate and deal with those things in interesting ways. I will say there is this game is not super snappy. Like, so you can see my inputs here. If I double tap back, I don't get a back dash. If I double tap forward, I don't get a forward dash. You have to like let go immediately, and if you hold on for too long, the buffer disappears. So I would say it's a little, the feel is a little bit sticky. Yeah, right? And even on attacks here, right? Like, neutral A into neutral A, I do not think this combos. Yeah, right? Yeah, basically, that's actually a good way to think of it. The input is 665, not 66, right? Yeah, the return to neutral is actually required. And there doesn't seem to be any, like, normal into special cancel. As you can see here, like, I'm toggling block between the hits. So, and what is there? Is there normal, right? That doesn't connect. Forward, normal, neutral, doesn't connect, right? So, the core of the combo system really does seem to be the juggle, right? And I will say once again, as kind of a through line between Kansui Fighter, which has lineage in mobile games and has an atypical combo system where you don't just combo normals into specials into supers yada yada like you would in many fighting games. This game also seems to do something a little bit different. Indie fighters hate links confirmed, or frame data, either way. I mean, yo, Mohast, more than a few indie devs have said to me, I hate frame data. Like, some variation of frame data is the bane of my existence from fighting game developers. So, like, there's, right? Where it's like, why do I have to deal with this? Because it can get really annoying, right? The particulars of it. Yo, Warthog. Yeah, man, I've seen Draco Fighter. I think that Punk played some Draco Fighter when it was just a demo. The game is launched now. It's like $6 Canadian or something like that, if anybody wants to check it out. And it's on itch.io. They do have a mobile version on Google Play as well. Right? But I believe this. So launcher, that should be an actual combo. Yeah. So launcher, forward, neutral. Oh, yeah, no. Yo, it would be like $4.50 for you, Mohast. It's like minus 25%, basically. Just think of it that way. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, so... Yo, plinking one of your specials. So he has this aerial special, right? And normally, like if I go up and I start like you see me tapping the attack, and then you see when the dive kick comes out, right? Because the specials are just like forward and back special are just like a forward and back hop, and then he goes into either dive kick, fireball, or throw. Right? So yeah, if I go up like that. But if you just plink it, you can, like, instant air. But it's, oh, you know why? Because light and special is a macro for throw. So if you do forward special into light, the buffer system will immediately cancel it into throw. So you can't do this into dive kick. But you can do it into throw. That's amazing. Yes, everyone exploit Mohas for free labor. I'm pretty sure he appreciates it. Yo, Warthog, is that not what ChatGPT is for? Can't you just go to ChatGPT and say, provide me balanced frame data for a fighting game, and then it will do it? Like, I'm sorry. Well, this is what the AI bros have been promising me. Yeah, the cancel thing with the grab is legitimately cool. Like, and that's just a quirk of the input system, right? So it is like Kara throwing. And like tiger kneeing combined. Oh, interesting. But you have to hold the direction. So I can't do special into neutral throw in the air. It has to be, yeah, it has to be the directional throw, which means you don't get a combo. Because you have two different throws, right? Forward throw chucks them forward and out of range. Whereas neutral throw pops them in the air for a combo. Warthog, I know you could come up with better movesets than ChatGPT. That's not even a conversation. Yo, minus 120 moves? That has happened. It is not impossible. All right, so let's take a little look at the move list here, right? So we have neutral, forward, back attack, neutral, forward, back special, normal, dragon drop and the Draco yeet. I love it.
Ready.
Finding games where no moves link or chain and folks being like, what does that mean, makes you cringe. Yo, it's the Draco yeet, yeah. Don't show George R.R. Martin this game? Yep, yo, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, so can I get back throw into anything? Can I get back throw into... I think so. Alright, there's at least that. But, like, I'm not sure how much this gives you. Like... Yeah, right? Like... You're right, Mohas. That's like designing a shooter without knowing about recoil. It is not to say that, like, a recoilless shooter couldn't be a thing that's interesting, but you have to understand the concept to know how you're engaging with it, right? Like, if you're going to make a fighting game, understanding what frame data is, understanding what links and chains are, even if you don't utilize them, you have to know what they are and why you are or are not utilizing them, right? Like, that just seems so weird to me otherwise. But legit, so like, I don't think I get anything off of my forward A. Like, that seems to be just an ender because, right, that's not gonna connect. Oh, there is gravity scaling too, eh? Yeah, you should know what it is first to remove it. That's absolutely it. Yeah, so like in this, there doesn't seem to be any cancels, which is not a problem in and of itself. Like, you don't have to have a cancel system in order for it to be a fighting game. But like, if you want wild and like complicated combos, then some kind of cancel system is probably gonna be beneficial, right? It's probably gonna help you. Okay, and then at least you see, so you'll see if it combos, it adds the attack on the left-hand side there, right? So no combo counter or anything like that in this game, but at least we're gonna be able to figure out if these things are connecting. Which, honestly, one of the things about indie fighting games that always makes me think about the Wild West of old fighting games, retro games, is that, like, a lot of old Wild West games didn't have combo counters. So it wasn't super easy or readily apparent if things were true combos, right? So having this, like, at least having something that is, oh, that connects, that didn't. Okay, great, I know that. Well, and yeah, Warthog, like a lot of the terms in fighting game stuff, they're like, use your context clues, right? Like there's a lot of things you like, yes, that's fine. Like we know what that is. Like a chain, a cancel, like those, that makes a certain level of sense. Yeah, so I'm not getting anything off forward A on the ground, so... Ooh, can I... into throw? I don't know if that actually works. And, yo, the slow fireball is really cool. How does that not connect? Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, hang on. I gotta toggle the block on this. Okay, good. Okay, good. It actually connects. I was like, wait a second, don't do this to me. Yes, Sylv. Yo, this game is super cute. Like, I really, really, really like the character designs in this. I said it early on where I was just like, yes, okay, we have combo trials. Okay, we have combo trials. The really thick line art on these characters, it gives it this really, like, bold, cartoony pop to it, which I really appreciate. Yo, this is like a small-ass stage.
Ready.
Oh. Okay, so, no, okay. So, neutral attack is a two-hitting special. Nice. The three of us have referred to the game as cute within 20 minutes. I think it's confirmed. The game is cute.
Ready.
Okay, so B special launches, and then you can go into neutral AA. Okay.
Ready.
Back special, big launch.
Ready.
Back attack.
Ready.
Ooh, multi. All right. Oh, it's kind of. I see. So her back attack is like a spike that comes out of the ground.
Ready.
Ooh.
Ready.
I might have to walk back. Like.
Ready. Ready.
Okay, this is actually legitimately tough.
Ready.
Because I'm too, right, if you're too close to them, it won't hit.
Ready.
Yeah, that into
Ready.
neutral works fine. So 2 into neutral.
Ready.
Oh, that's funny. This is, like, legitimately difficult.
Ready. Ready.
Because, yeah, if I wait and walk back, I don't get the high launch.
Ready.
And I'm too close for the last... I wonder how they intend for me to do this.
Ready.
Am I not? I'm doing... Oh my god. Thank you, Jube Jube. Thank you. I don't know why I read that as... You're right. You're absolutely right. That explains why it wasn't working. Is because I was doing the wrong input. Okay. All right. Someone used the shock collar on me. Yo, Griffey, what's up? This game, yes, that's number 4 referring to it as cute. I love it. So yeah, this game's been out for a little bit. I think there's a demo that came out sometime, I want to say sometime last year. And I did not realize that the full game had released, but it's a nice little like sub $10 game. You can pick it up. It's fun. Thank you, Jube Jube. You have freed me. Oh, and those... Okay. And those all count as individual hits.
Ready.
See, I think that's why my brain went to it has to be back special, because I was like, I need to get 3 of them, but it's multi-hitting attacks count for all of those.
Ready.
All right. Neutral grab, forward special. Forward special.
Ready.
Ah, all right. So it's an auto attack forward special that like pops you up. I like it. Can't electrocute me, so drink water instead. All right. I got you.
Ready.
All right, back grab, forward attack.
Ready.
Okay.
Ready.
I'm glad that connects. Yo, there you go. There's the corrective measures that I require. Back special, forward attack.
Ready.
Damn. Okay. Maybe there is a little bit more recovery when they land than I anticipated, cause yeah.
Ready.
All right. Back special, 3 hits of the back attack, and then yeah, restand. All right. All right. I like that a little better.
Ready.
Ooh, he's got a snappy dash. All right. Beam. Ooh, okay. Dash with follow-up. So, back special into A, back special into B, back special into grab. And then forward special is a leap, which is a dive kick. Oh, and once again, yeah. So much like with Draco, you can cancel the forward leap if you plink it into throw. Or into any other button. Because it'll either activate the macro or it'll use the throw button. So you can get this like little fake hop into grab. Okay, yeah, and what's my back attack? Nice, it's like a dragon punch for the back attack. So, what can we get then? Can we get dive kick? Yeah, dive kick neutral attack, you can in the corner. They're all dragon punches. Bottoms. Ooh, we got the punny crew in the house. All right. Okay, so that's nice. In the corner, you can at least get that in a neutral attack. So let me go that. Oh, okay. It doesn't hit when it's sliding on the ground, though. I know I can do it. I think it just needs to be meaty enough. There you go. I think I just need to get, like, yeah, on top of them. Can I get, forward attack in the back? No. Like the 2 hits out of the grab is nice. Back throw. It does put them airborne. Man, and all these projectiles, you guys see these? All these projectiles are, like, relatively slow. The fireball was particularly slow. What's up, Andrew? I can race in with it, right? Nice. Nice. Yeah, you can drive rush behind it. Yeah, right? You're right, there's no jumping, so slower projectiles actually make a lot of sense. And then you get the interplay of the, like, the right-left interplay, right? Probably get, yeah, man, the early to mid 2000s Dragon Center Kids cartoons, Dragon Tales kind of vibe, absolutely. And there was a lot of, like, there was, like, dinosaur mania, right? Even, like, when we were even younger than that, like when I was, like, under 10, there was dinosaur obsessions, and it started really coming out, yeah, in the kids cartoon world, absolutely. No, good, in a good way. Yeah, the dragon and dinosaur fad was real, man. People were obsessed with that kind of stuff. Oh, dang, we got multiplayer too? Wait, dive kick?
Ready.
Oh my god. Guys, it's just dive kick. Oh my god, that's amazing. Holy heck!
Ready.
Why did they just put dive kick in this fucking game?
Ready. Ready.
Because they can, and it's, yeah, why not, right? Because I can. I mean, I appreciate the because I can ethos. Yo, Dragon Dive Kick side mode? Yeah, 10 out of 10 game. Must buy. Please, friends. Go get her.
Ready.
Oh, and this is like Dive Kick in its purest form. Yo, that is amazing. Shit, I know what I'm running at CEC next weekend. Holy heck. So, I don't know if it's rollback. I don't know. It has dive kick mode, though.
Ready.
Oh, it's just single player.
Ready.
I mean, you know what it's like. The kids are gonna say no rollback, no buy. Yeah. There's dive kick is available in the versus mode. So, all right, let's go. Plexi, an alien from the planet Cyril, small and militant society that trained every citizen to be a soldier. Dang, man. Yeah, man. Yo, yeah, we could get into the parsec mines, absolutely. So many games to share, so little time. Hey, and like we were talking about this. You don't need to make a game that has online net play, right?
Ready.
Like, I'm always gonna be sad when I don't have, right? When I can't play with my friends online. I'm always gonna be sad. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, neutral is block. You don't need to make a game. That's what people, legitimately, that is what people are gonna hear when I say you don't need online in fighting games in the year 2024. But it's true. Like, if you are making, I need to know what you're making. Don't sell me a, hey man, this is gonna be the next best, greatest thing in competitive fighting games, and not give me an online mode, right? But if you're gonna be the guy who's making, hey, this is the dope ass throwback to arcade fighting games, yeah, give me local versus, give me local versus, and give me an arcade mode, give me a ladder, give me an MK style like arcade ladder. That's fine. But you've got to be clear about what you're selling people, right? And what you're kind of trying to do here. So, I'm fine with that. Yo, Robo-O doesn't have online. That makes me a very sad boy. I would love to have Robo-O with rollback netcode. Rollback? Rollback-O? Like, yes, give me rollback-O. But, like, they're making a modern retro NES-style fighting game. Am I gonna be mad that an NES game ostensibly doesn't have rollback? Doesn't have netcode? I mean, you're selling me a $5 game that is supposed to bring me back to playing on an NES. I'm kind of cool with that. I just think it's important that developers are clear about what it is they're making and selling, right? Because yeah, if ArcSys came to me and said, hey man, next Guilty Gear, no online, then I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Make it run on the NES and then we'll talk. I mean, legitimately, like, the push for rollback was amazing. I'm glad that there was a community understanding that this is important for our games, particularly the competitive scene, and that we kind of rallied around that. But, like, do y'all remember when, like, games could just be, like, single-player games could just be single-player games? And then everyone was like, hey, COD does online. Why doesn't every game on the Xbox 360 and PS3 do online? And then they started making every game on the Xbox 360 and PS3 have online modes, and we were like, what is this nonsense? Like, why is it even here? This is not what I'm here for with the game. I think we're getting a little bit of that with fighting games at this point, where we had to be so hyper-focused on rollback netcode as a thing that we're demanding for good reason. But then now that we're largely getting it, we're cutting out a whole subgenre of fighting games that if you're unable to manage providing for online play, and, like, let's be real, basically in perpetuity, then you're not a fighting game worth investing in. I think that is a little short-sighted. Oh my god. Draco instantly starts off with the Kara air throw. I'm sorry. And yeah, the time on the side, I think it's just an arcade mode timer. Like, I think they're just like, hey guy, right? And it's like, don't you remember when that was it? Like, hey man, once again, talking about what games did I used to play? Like, when I played fighting games in the arcade, I played the game not, like, honestly, half the time was probably playing against other people. The other half the time was score runs. Man, I miss doing arcade runs, like high score arcade runs for fighting games. I used to do that stuff all the time. And like, I stopped engaging with fighting games in that way, right? And I don't know, that seems like a shame. Yeah, good practice for fighting Draco mains, though. You're damn right. Damn. That actually... Okay, yeah. Back B, back A, 3 hits, and then forward A is a decent little combo. Yeah, this is an adorable little approachable fighting game. Like, this is 100% what I would want out of a fighting game that I'm playing on my phone and that I'm using, right? That I'm using as a time killer on transit and stuff like that. This is exactly what I want. Your final time was 4:48. Yo, you're right, Super HC. We're doing the speed run. They even encourage you to screenshot it. Dude, if they just implemented a share to Twitter feature right there and then, that would be amazing. Oh, and to the point of the discussion about online modes in fighting games, if you're not gonna have an online mode, I do think it would behoove you as a designer and a creator to include some kind of connectivity, right? It was the classic move in the early days of the Wii, where everyone was like, there's no online play on the Wii, this sucks. And it's like, yeah, but a lot of games did a very good job of incorporating leaderboards, of incorporating challenges, of incorporating, little things here and there where you could use online connectivity. So doing something like allowing you to send out your scores to Twitter and stuff like that, to share it, to help build community around that. That's really cool. Having a leaderboard that people can challenge each other on and like kind of like stake a claim on, that makes sense. Like, that's something that, I don't know, I'd like to see more of that. Fellow said that something to the effect of fighting game AI has not progressed since the 2000s, and the only reason it doesn't is that the decision makers don't prioritize it, because people who can make it better exist. They can't do much without the investment of proper time. Yeah, right? Like, and that's true, and fighting game AI should taunt into Infinite more, right? Like, and yeah, doing more interesting things with the AI, I think, is something that would, once again, really behoove you. I don't necessarily need the online mode if I'm playing the game in interesting ways, and an interesting AI does that. Footsies does an amazing job of that, of having really, really discrete and distinct AI opponents, so that when you're going through arcade mode, you face Johnny Mick only throws, and you face Harry Hadouken, who only throws Dukins, right? Like, you have Blocking Billy, who only blocks ever, right? And like having those very, very distinct AI archetypes actually lends this like almost puzzle element to it. It is very engaging as a player for me who plays a lot of fighting games, who maybe wants to challenge themselves about certain aspects, but it's also great for teaching new players what the core concepts in fighting games are. You need to know what, right? What, like, block and punish is. You need to know what counter poking is or out poking, right? Like, those are, you can do that. You can teach your players just through that. That is the equivalent of Mario Brothers level 1-1, right? Mario World 1-1, where you walk forward and there's a Goomba on the ground and you walk right into it because you don't know that jump exists. Oh, I'm gonna press a button. You walk forward and you jump over top of them. The AI in footsies is that for fighting games. And I would love more of that in more of our fighting games. Guy, round start throw. Stop it. Harry Hadouken, I know, right? I'm proud of that one. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh shit, that one's good. Yo, I also love that these rocks are actually part of the level. What? Dude. Okay, I thought it was cool that the different stages had different sizes, but there's actually, like, terrain in this game as well. That's amazing. Yo, you're right, Warthog. The tutorialization of Knockout City was really good in that regard. I mean, yeah, there are some solid examples of it. The Smash Bros. Amiibo, as you point out, having really fun, interesting, unique AI. The Shadow AI, or whatever they're called, in Killer Instinct. And even the original Marvel vs. Capcom, Vanilla MVC3, did something like that, where you could download basically team compositions from, like, top players and members of the development team. You could face, like, Nitsuma's team and an AI based on their tendencies. You could face Justin Wong's team and a team based, like, AI based on their tendency. That's so dope. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get why we don't get more of that. Like, that was always damn engaging. I actually, legitimately, for the Marvel 3 shit, I don't know if anybody has those saved. Can you still access them today? I'm not sure. Yo, my fireballs also disappear when I get hit, which makes me a sad panda. Oh, you can still access the UMVC.
Ready.
No, not the UMVC one. I'm talking about the original vanilla Marvel 3 like AI characters. You could download them. But I don't know if they're still available unless you have. I have some of them, but not all of them. Granted, my Xbox 360 has now a red ring, so I have fucking none of them. The UMVC card thing was really cool too, actually. That's another example of, like, single player content. I played the shit out of that, man. I enjoyed that so much. Yeah, sad dragon, not sad panda. Fair enough. But yeah, right, more fighting games they could do with a proper onboarding process. There's a certain bit of I don't know why, yes, like, fighting games take effort to learn to get really competent, and god damn that button. Yeah. Right? They can be relatively difficult to learn. They're not really much harder than most other games, but I feel like, yeah, most other games do a way better job of tutorializing you on that stuff. So you don't see it as much, right?
Ready.
Get. the perceived difficulty is often down to the communication. And I mean, like, man, I've talked about this several times. Like, not only the communication from developers and designers, but the communication from the community itself. We have a great tendency to make our games probably seem a little bit more complicated because we enjoy the complexity. So we often present that as, like, core and fundamental to the experience, even if it's not. Maybe we don't need a condescending lecture from an anime girl on how to walk. Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, it's like, what even are some of these tutorials telling us, right? Like, Skullgirls did an okay job. I think Fantasy Strike did a pretty decent job. I think Fantasy Strike's biggest strength was actually their individual character guides, which they had included in the game. Though that is, honestly, it's still homework, right? Like, it's still, you don't learn through playing, you learn by watching a video that explains the play. And it's like, cool. Like, that's also important, right? But
Ready.
The beauty of so many of our games, like I said, there's a reason that, there's a reason that Mario World 1-1 is often used as that prime example of teaching through play. So it's like, consider ways for games that are not platformers. How do you accomplish that? Ow. God, back A is so slow with Draco. Yeah, Mohas, you're right. There is also this thing about, yeah, a lot of players don't consider learning playing. It is, though, right? Yeah, is doing the inputs just like a computer opponent the ultimate goal, or is playing the game just fun by itself? Absolutely. And, right, the act of playing, when people say that they're not really playing the game, I use that terminology too sometimes, and I'm trying to get away from it, because the real game, with scare quotes, is playing the game however you're playing it is playing the game, right? Like, but I think what people are trying to get at when they say I'm not playing the real game, or you need to learn to play the real game, is that it's about playing with intent, right? Rod F of the Bearsys developer and Jump Joust developer, they talk about this idea a lot, right? Of playing with intent. And yeah, that is
Ready.
That is it. When you're making a choice as a player and you feel like I am not just mashing, right? I did the thing because I wanted an outcome and I could see how I get that outcome or not, right? That is it. You don't have to be able to do all the things, but you have to be able to understand when are you at a point where you're hitting buttons and having them matter, right? Having you understand why they might matter.
Ready.
And some of that playing with intent can happen with 2 buttons, right? You can play with intent with Ryu by doing, just by doing crouching medium kick and crouching fierce, like crouching heavy punch. Those are, you can play with intent with just those 2 buttons. You don't need to know how to do an FADC combo into Ultra. So it's about getting your players there, right? And even when you're not there, you're still playing the game. But I think, yeah, when that kind of topic comes up, I feel that's usually what people are trying to get at, but they don't have the words for it. Yeah, it should be fun to discover how to play just as much as to play at a high level. Absolutely. Learning to play the game should not be medicine, man. Like, you often struggle with the idea that we're all trying to just remove the human element from our gameplay as much as possible. Like, it's depressing to know that the goal is to be perfect. Yeah, there is a little bit about that, right?
Ready.
And you're right, it is a shame, because I mean, that's it. It's like the act of learning, the act of discovery, that is a really important part of our fighting games. More important, I would argue, than, you know, being able to do the tough combo or the whatever, right? Like lightning loops in Marvel, whatever, man. It's like that is way less important than the stuff surrounding it. We all really love the stuff surrounding it, but for some reason our priorities and our like point of discussion is most often around the competition and the execution. And once again, I love high execution shit, guys. That's great, but that is far from the only thing that we're here for, and we often forget the other elements. Yeah, are all games solved and we're just too chimp-brained to realize it yet? They might be. I think the beauty of these games, though, is that they're not. Even the simplest of fighting games you are hard-pressed to solve them. They have to have an extremely small, like, experience space and play space for you to get to the point where you can literally solve them, right? Like, dive kick is not solved. Now, these games have checkmate scenarios. They have situations you can solve for, but the game in its totality, nah. I don't think honestly, I think any fighting game that is kind of broad enough for players to really want to invest time in is complex enough at its core that solving it, I think, is not going to happen ever. Well, okay, so Mojas, there are a limited number of valid plays in any game, and finding the right one sounds qualifiable along a quantifiable, maybe, along a long enough timeline. Yeah? I would see valid plays. How many, like, valid as in literally the game recognizes them? Yeah, absolutely. There are a limited number of valid plays. And even within that, there are, you said, you can find the right one. But the right one won't win against the wrong choice, right? The right one won't always win against the wrong counter. The right one wins against the right choice. I think, and that is kind of the core of it. Like, and I've had these discussions with my buddy Ducky, where she's a big proponent of, right? It's like, yes, it's the suboptimal move, but it's winning me the match, right? And it's like, that alone, that human element, the ability for a person to recognize what the optimal choice is and choose the suboptimal choice because it is the unconventional choice, and one that is not being accounted for by their opponent. That is, like, I think that's what makes it unsolvable. Like, I think, once again, looking at, it's like the tier list thing, man. Like, yo, the tier list assume a theoretical best player playing at the highest level, making all the correct choices. But we are just never ever in a world where that is true. So given that, the play space then becomes unquantifiable, right? Like, it becomes this thing where you are unable to, yes, we're doing shadow puppetry, right? Like, you might not be able to actually assess that. So it becomes this unsolvable thing, right? I think that's kind of the beauty of it, is that we're never really in that scenario where you can perfectly solve the equation. Especially when you start to consider things like, right, there are you can only do what the game allows you to do, but sometimes you subvert the systems in ways designers don't expect, which opens up a whole other branch of play and interchange, right? So it's like, are you considering that when you solve for the system? Like, the system isn't solving, right? In Mega Man 2, the system doesn't solve for zips. They solve for Mega Man getting stuck. But the way Mega Man gets stuck and the way the game solves for it leads to zips. So, right? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, can we solve a system when we don't know all the facets of it? I don't know. I appreciate you appreciating the Shadow Mike 5. Yo, dude, I just did the Farfetch thing and I didn't even realize that we can do thumbs up, man. Like, I can still communicate with y'all. Oh, you're right. And an AI might not know and doesn't know the difference between intending gameplay and unintended gameplay. They only understand the laws of the system, which is why you can actually find yourself doing things. You can find the AI doing things in video games in, like, attract modes for arcade games, where AI opponents in those attract modes will just start doing stuff, and you're like, guy, that's like an optimal combo. Because it was like, yeah, I can. These things connect. I have the frame. Sure, it's 9 one-frame links in a row, but so what? I think was one of the KOF where there's the animated intro where you, like, hop in off the background and down into the stage, but the difference in height in some characters means that you can get a guaranteed touch of death upon round start. Like, I am like 99.9% sure that a video exists of the AI doing that to somebody in attract mode, or doing that to another computer opponent in attract mode. So, yeah, it doesn't know and it doesn't care. Yeah, hearing how Kansui Fighter deals with its, or handles its AI, or implements its AI rather, very, very interesting. They basically have a system which, yeah, is able to, as you change variables in the code, it's basically able to look at the rules, the laws of the system, and intuit basically in some way what, I don't want to give it too much human emotion, but kind of can parse from that information the what it's able to do. So if you add in a new module, a new system, you don't have to then rewrite the AI to accommodate for it. It is just like, this is available. I'll do this because it seems good in this situation, and it goes through its process. And Mohas, I do think you're absolutely right. Another one of the reasons we will never truly solve games is that our brains are incapable of really understanding solved systems. I think there are just too many variables and too many game states for us to be able to process, right? I mean, this is the core of the idea of the mental stack in fighting games, is that people with a large mental stack or high mental bandwidth are able to process more bits of information, see further ahead, make better choices, which is why it can feel like they're really in your head at times, right? So, right, it's like I don't think anyone's mental stack can ever get to the point where they can comprehend, they can accommodate, or they can account for all of those things. Yeah, I don't think, and hey man, like, our brains, dude, like, humans are very, very smart people. We have figured out a lot of really smart things. We also have, like, a basic inability to comprehend extremely large numbers. Like, 1 million versus 1 billion does not compute in the same way as 1 versus 10 in the human brain. This is why in math, we use functions and we use shorthand for these numbers, in part to allow us to understand it. 10 to the power of something is way easier to understand than right, than just the core number. And those are small numbers, right? If you can name a number, it's small, absolutely. I just wanted to say, like, a million versus a billion, I think, is a good use of to show the difference in scale, where even at relatively small numbers, humans become completely incapable of distinguishing scale, right? So yeah, it's like, for every time someone comes up and says, oh, that fighting game is solved, I just kind of laugh. I'm like, I don't think... That's not how people work. That's not how brains work. And I think it's probably extremely, like, I don't know, I think it's very, like, almost conceited in some ways for you to be able to think that we can actually grok something that large. Like, when you really think of the scale of some of the systems of even our smallest games they are extremely fucking large, and being able to grok that is not easy. Ooh, I like some philosophy though, man. Y'all really know how to get the brain juices flowing. Yeah, and yeah, absolutely, Andrew. That's it. There are so many numbers that you can name that are also small, and that actually the majority of numbers are really small numbers, just because the scale is wild. And yeah, we're just not able to deal with that, man. So that's it. And this is honestly, that's a really healthy mindset for you, especially if you are a fighting game player, right? That wants to get better at their preferred game. Maybe stopping for a second and saying, I don't understand how this works, right? Like, hey, I did X, why didn't Y happen? The game is wrong. No. I did X, why didn't Y happen? Where is my understanding gone wrong? Where has that gone wrong? I think that's important. Oh yeah, that's why we rely on muscle memory, intuition, fun things like that make us human. Absolutely. Look, man, when you catch a ball, when someone throws a ball at you and you catch it, you are not calculating the trajectory and the velocity of the object coming at you. You're not. It feels like you are, where you're like, I'm gauging distance, and I'm like, no. Your brain is like, about there. And your muscles are just kind of like, cool, about there, right? Like, you are not making those calculations, because that would fry your brain if you had to do that, right? Like, the human brain is not equipped to do that, and it does not function like that. So yeah, it's you, a system, and an opponent. It's not even just you versus the opponent. That's actually, right? It's like, yeah, it's you versus the system, you versus the opponent versus the system, and the opponent versus you, and then how those things translate between them. Oh man, if anybody hasn't seen, there's a video by a YouTube creator called Innuendo Studios, and they went through Davey Worden's work, the creator of the Stanley Parable. The follow-up to the Stanley Parable is about this idea, right? About the idea of a creator speaking to their audience through the art. And in this video, there's a very, very good description about how a conversation is not a conversation between two people. A conversation is a conversation between your brain, your mouth, the world, and how the other person understands it, then their ears, then their brain. And then that process, that's just one way. That is the information getting from me to another person. So when you think about all those points along the way that we have to like reinterpret and recontextualize, yeah, it is more complex than one-to-one. And when you realize that, it starts like, there's a reason why these systems are so unwieldy at times, right? So like, I think it's important to have that kind of context. Team up and fight the system instead of fighting each other. How do you guarantee a way that the game gives you both wins? Good question. All right, man. Okay, I think this is a good place for me to take a little break. I'm going to get myself a drink. I'm going to get Farfetched a little bit of water. And then we're going to come back and, we're going to be playing something a little different, man. So we don't do platform fighters around these parts much, mostly because I really suck at platform fighters. But I do like me a good modern retro game. And there is a game called Super Tilt Brothers, which is a... What if you were to demake Smash Brothers and put it on the NES? And these developers have gone out of their way. They are building physical NES cartridges with Wi-Fi chips built into them, which will let you play an NES game online on physical Nintendo hardware in the year 2024, which is like kind of mind-blowing. Like, legitimately, I'm sorry, just like fucking, I'm doing it. I'm putting a Wi-Fi chip into your NES cart. Deal with it. Play Smash NES online. So that is what we are gonna be. That is what we are gonna be doing in just a couple minutes here. I'm excited. I've been meaning to check out this game a little bit more, and I think some modern retro inspiration has led me back to here. And maybe some platform fighter fans in the chat can teach me a little bit more about this game. So I'm going to boot that up, and I'm going to take a quick little break and grab a drink of water. Y'all should take a little break to get yourselves a snack, take a stretch break. We're all old fogies at this point. So enjoy yourselves some chiptunes, and we're going to be back in just a minute for Super Tilt Brothers. Welcome back, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well on this fine Niche Fighter Monday. I've got a... Oh, yo, I got a... Hang on a second. I need to make sure my controller's plugged in. We're trying to be authentic for this experience. If we're gonna play an NES, a legitimate NES game. So Super Tilt Brothers is a game built, like I said, for the actual NES, friends. So I'm gonna get my little dog bone controller out. We're gonna play on our little retro bit dude. And so I'm curious, man. I'm really curious how you do a platform fighter on an NES, cause like, yeah, man, how do you get a game to be nice and responsive? I'm gonna send this to you folks in the chat. If y'all want to try this game, it is available. You can pick it up for free right over here on itch.io. It has a ROM for an actual NES, but it has a launcher which will update and has FCEUX built into it. So if you download the PC version, you'll actually be able to play online as well. Yo, if anybody wants to get some games in, yo, we can run this one through, put it through its paces. I gotta config my inputs, of course. Why aren't you working, friend? Oh, hang on a sec. I gotta reboot. You know what it's like. Why won't you recognize me? Recognize me! Oh no! So, yo, are there any other modern retro games and fighting games that y'all have really tried out? Yeah, I'm interested in seeing this, right? Or other platformers, man. There are a bunch of platformers being worked on right now. There we go. There we go. Now it's recognized. Yeah, I hate when there's setup trouble like that, right? I was just like, the emulator was launched and then I plugged in the pad, and so it was like, no, you don't actually exist. But yeah, there's a bunch of indie games. There's recently a platform fighting game engine had been released, and I've seen several titles pop up on itch.io using this engine. This is not built in Platform Fighter Maker, but it's built in its own little online mode on an NES game, dude. This is wild. Ooh, yes, Blaster Master Zero and Shovel Knight are like, honestly, kind of like the pinnacle of the modern retro, looks retro but isn't games. They do such an amazing job. Dear Sinbad, you are invited to our party. It will be fun. P.S. We have cake. Alright. So, yo, this is... Okay. Hilarious. Okay, don't touch the edge. So, you know, your up is jump. We have A for our normal attacks, and we have B for our specials, right? Much like Smash Brothers, okay, you can't hit. They said it. The cake is a lie. Also, don't even touch the top of the screen. That shit'll take you out. I am your conscience. I need this cake. All right, so I'm dark green here, just for reference. So yeah, let's see. Do we have... Oh, that's kind of nice. So right, you have, yeah, your neutral A. You have forward A. Do you have up tilt? Like, it's all digital, so you don't really have tilts, right? Oh my god. And sorry, I just realized it's break the targets. They give you a little break the target segment. Oh, that's so cool. Is there a distinct forward and back air? Oh, good question. So that's, okay, neutral, forward. Oh. No, stop wall jumping. No, I think... No, forward and back A seem to be the same. You just turn direction. But you have up, neutral, and down. Yo, what's up, Hayama? Oh, come on. Oh, should I just do forward B? Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, and so yeah, you can double jump. You can like double jump, wall jump, up B, or you can like double jump, up B, wall jump, and then it recharges your up B, right? So ooh, these are okay. I was like, is this stage, are there walls on the side? No, there are not walls on the side. There is a ceiling though. All right, so forward A. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice grounded attack. Multi-hitting. Yo, the chiptunes in this are really nice. Like, this such like retro, just like old NES chiptune vibes. Okay, so we're also just memeing. I love it. And then, yeah, if you hold down, you get your shield. And you can see it get chipped away, and you get... Oh, ho, ho, ho! Okay. So maybe, just maybe, getting your shield broken is a bad thing. Oh, shit. Jump. Up B. There you go. Okay. We still got it. Ooh, and he has like a little auto combo. So AAA will do / ground, and then... Oh. And then I specialed off the edge. Ow. Ow. My guy. And there doesn't seem to like be any rolls on wake up or anything. So you gotta kind of just like hold that. Maybe just guard on wake up? Yeah. And yeah, no ledge grabs, right? So I think that's why you have the the wall jump into, which will reset your up A to be able to get better recovery options. All right, and then down B is kind of like a launcher. Guy, I'm getting blown up. Oh, I'm glad. So they see, I think they're counting my deaths as opposed to, yeah, they're counting my deaths as opposed to counting down my life, which makes me a little happy at least. Ooh, can I charge my side B? I can. There you go. Okay. So yeah, down A lets you get into either forward A on the ground or neutral A combo. At least at a high enough percent. Oh, thank God I made it on top of that ledge. Dear Lord. Yo, okay. Do we got any tips here from the crowd? What do you think I should be doing? Should I be like on wake up? Because like I'm trying to mash. I think yeah, she can beat me on trade, so she got a faster A. Oh my God, did you see that? Did you see her shield? Like just shield counter? Oh man. Yeah, I just don't want to get shield broken. Are there grabs? Ooh, good point. Yes, A and B together seem to grab. I think it looked like it. Oh my Lord. Oh God. Yeah. Yo, 3 hits. 3 hits is what your shield gives you too. Yeah, maybe focus trying to control stage. It's no corner, but the edge of the stage still isn't a great place to be. Yeah, fair. Okay, yeah, I'm having serious trouble challenging her. Damn, that was actually a combo. Yeah, even after shield, man. Oh, no, there I go. Yeah, okay, so my forward A, great combo tool seems like, but, right, less great on challenge, because she's gonna beat, oh, there you go. I thought she was gonna beat me on that. Oh, dang. Get back. Back in the middle of the stage, Mike. Yeah, more aerial attacks, right? That's what I'm thinking. Especially, I think maybe jump neutral. Oh, frick. Oh, okay, good. Oh! Ah! No, I messed up my recovery. Okay, yeah, I think that was actually a combo. Okay. Okay. At least she's not coming down with anything. Oh god. Yeah, okay. At this percentage, she should go. Come on. Please. Yeah. No! Ah. Yeah, I got her now. There you go. Yeah, I finally figured it out. So so you can, right? Because I was trying to get, I don't know what I was trying to do, but yeah, you gotta, it's just tapping it up and attack at the same time. Oh, there you go. And then, did you see that? Oh, there you go. Oh, charging up neutral. We'll do that. Okay, okay. That might actually work. Oh! Wait. I'm sorry. It looked like the green was a platform. Oh, that's cool. So neutral B does a little float there, which is nice. Oh, no, I wanted... That's what I wanted. I wanted the little hover down. And yeah, knockback seems relatively low, right? Once again, I am not the most experienced platform fighter player in the world, don't get me wrong. Okay, and I'm starting to figure this out a little bit. So much like AAA does that little 3-hit, down A, right, seems to, especially at a high enough percent, it will combo. So, right now it's high. Now it's so high that I gotta follow up with the jump instead of doing the second down A. Oh, shit. Yeah, now the kit looks good, right? Yeah. You see, that's what I was like, what am I missing here, right? And obviously I was trying to get the neutral, like the 5 special, but I think I was getting jumping down a lot of the time. I'm just sloppy on my inputs. Get gone. What? Wait, what? I'm sorry, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Was that a double KO? Is that why I fucking lost that one? I thought I won that. Dude, I smashed his ass off the screen, but I must have been carried out of the blast zone as well. Yo! Oh shit! He just carried me away. Oh, that was so good. He did it again. Yo! Yeah, some characters could do that, but it's usually more clear. Yeah, absolutely. Fuck. Yeah, that's walk-off cheese, alright. Get. Thank you. Thank you. Oh! Maybe that's what happened. Oh, shit. No, the stage fucking changed. And I was so far to the side that the ground disappeared. Oh no. Get back. There we go. Ridley side B's. I did it again. Oh my god. This. Shit, sorry. I just knocked over one of the paintings on my wall. Oh god. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Like, okay, also, like, don't get me wrong. The way that the stage actually deforms on every kill is super interesting. Like, I like that, right? But yeah, here, I gotta make sure I get my ass back. Yeah, you're done. You're done. Oh, that's lava. Okay, and like stage hazard, also cool. I appreciate this. No. Like, this is a solved design problem. Smash Ultimate stage more for a brief period. For a brief period mid-transformation, and then you can reposition. Yeah. You're right, and this is the third layout, yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit. We got it. We got there, man. Yeah, and this third layout, yeah, it was really cool. The really small stage with the hazard right in the center, it is like an interesting thing to fight over, right? Yeah, I like that. Yo, we got it. We got it. So story mode seems to be for the main character only. Here we go. But who do we have, man? Who do we have? All right. I kind of want to check out... So that was the girl who bodied me. I don't think we saw him. And think of it. So yeah, what do you got? Flatland, the Pit, Skyride, the Hunt, the Plank, Deep Rock. Wow. Please. Please, sir. I mean, this is what... I put it on hard. I deserve this. I mean, okay, so, like, much like Smash, right? Whoops. There's... You can't even pick the third... No, you can't. Okay, yeah, so there seems to be, like, chargeable side specials seem to be a bit of a thing. Right? I mean, but, like, much like Smash, you have your directional specials work all in comparable ways, right? Like, your up B is going to be your air up recovery. Your up tilts are going to be launchers like that, usually. What's my... Down B is a little stomp. Okay, and then... Oh, neutral is... Oh, wow. I figured the wind-up was probably gonna do some damage. Yeah, we got it. It's a bit of a Kirby down B. Oh, I like that jump side A, though. Oh, that's just Nair. Okay. No. Wait, I got up there. I got back. I got back. Kirby down B is funny when you're around kid. Yeah. There's... I mean, like, honestly, like... I love me some... Playing fighting games with people who don't typically, or, like, kids. I'm so excited to play... like, some fighting games with my niece and nephew if they get into them. Like, that would be dope. I do like this victory screen. It's nice, too. Yeah, so, what, like, we have... Yeah, local, online, and story, right? Casual. There's ranked? What? What? Oh, wow. Of course. And we have to enter it like this. Oh, y'all can't see this. Y'all can't see this. You're not allowed to know my Super Tilt Bros password. Measuring your ping. My guy. Does somebody want to come challenge me, dude? Like, I would love to try this game against someone. I'm sorry, the idea of playing a fucking NES game all over the internet is mind-blowing to me. God. Casuals? We got any casuals? I do it every time, man. Every time I pick up a game that has an online mode, I will check the queue. Because you know that every now and again there is some dude sitting there just being like, man, one of these days I'm gonna get a match against somebody online in this game. And then, like, I pop up. And they're like, who? Why is this happening? No, it's all good. I understand. I do love this, though, man. Like, it is legitimately amazing. All right. Let's see if I can do this mode a little bit better this time. And, like, the silly, simple premise of this game is just so good. I appreciate it. Get the cake. Let's meme a bit. Oh, come now. There you go. Look, this is already so much faster than the last time. Oh, this dude can make little platforms for himself. That's amazing. Aw. Come on, there we go. Yo, she was the one who was like, you shall not pass, and she was super serious about it. Get me out of there. I want back. Yeah, I want back in my comfort zone, my guy. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. Okay. My down A, it'll keep trading at least with most of her moves. So, okay, we're good. Get gone. Oh, I didn't hit. The last hit is really the launcher hit on the forward A. Oh, no! Oh my god! Oh man, I thought I had her. I thought I had her. Oh, I thought I could drop. Oh, wow! I feel like, yeah, as we were saying, right? Like, the knockback seems to start relatively high, and it doesn't progress much. But I feel like the, like, moves have tippers, right? So I feel like there are definitely some of the portions of the attack which do way more knockback. Come on, come on. I dare you, I dare you. So, okay, yeah. Nair, you can get a couple hits. Oh man, I just have problems getting my, not holding the direction. I gotta get better at just like the tap jump. Oh! Maybe I should do that. Is like the charge neutral B? Yeah, I think that's what I need to do to protect the ledge. Ow. Seriously? That's all right. We got it. Fight the evil mirror version of ourselves to earn the cake. This is a cool little boss fight, though a little frustrating when you don't realize what is happening with the stage between KOs. No. I fucking... The blast zone is so small on that stage. Okay. And I'm only now realizing, because I saw the AI do it. Yeah, the forward A combos almost directly into up A, almost, as I whiff it. Nope. Get back. And I died. My guy, come on. Cut a brother some slack. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna die again. Honestly, like, okay, for me, it's no more frustrating than most other platform fighters. Like I said, I enjoy platform fighters. I'm just not particularly great at them. So I am like no more frustrated with this than me struggling with Smash or Rushdown Revolt or something like that, right? But it's definitely got some like, oh right, yeah, okay, I guess this is how an NES game would kind of have to handle it, right? I think some of the nuance, let's say, of Smash might be lost in the demake of it. The fucking lava is devastating too. Hey! We win to the SD. Let's go. Give me that cake. Give me that cake. We got it in under 10 minutes this time, guys. Let's go. Honestly, I would recommend people check this out. Because it is interesting. You do have to remember a little bit that, yes, it is an NES demake of a Smash Brothers style game. So, let's say, yeah, your experience with it might vary a little bit, right? It's not going to be, don't expect it to play like Smash, especially today's Smash. But do maybe think of it like you got to really do say, what would you be incapable of doing with that style of game on the NES? Start taking that shit away, and then like try to like appreciate it, because it plays, it's very, very snappy, right? And remember, this is legit, this is running on an emulator, this is running an NES ROM running on FCEUX. So the like responsiveness of the controls is really amazing. It is very snappy. It feels fast and fluid like a platform fighter typically does. You think you saw a GB demake of Smash some time ago? Yo, I would really like to check that one out. That would be interesting. Let me do that. Let me do that. All right. Yeah, right. I would love to get the feedback. I know there is a bit of a community for this game, so I'd be curious what their experience is with it. Oh shit, are you serious? Is it by Dan Fornes? Super Smash Land. Oh, this looks so good. Okay. Okay. For those who don't, yo, this looks so good. Yes. This looks friggin' phenomenal. Yeah, Dan Fornes. This man does, honest to God, so much for the platform fighting subgenre. I don't know how they do it. I want to play on this Mega Man stage. Oh my god. Yo, it even has the endless mode. Hey, online high scores. What were we talking about earlier today, friends? Being able to submit some online scores. I'm just saying. All right. Guys, I'm just saying. Maybe Friday is retro platform fighter Friday now. Fuck. I would be down to throw down in both this and Smashland. That'd be great. Yeah, the Tower of Heaven stage is also in Rivals. Yeah. And yes, it can also include Smash Remix. Absolutely. Oh. Oh. There you go. Okay, up B is a platform. Neutral B is a platform that it's above you, obviously. This has to hit. No! Oh, interesting. So their specials literally don't do... Wait, down special? Is that a dodge? Yo, there might be a dodge that I didn't really think about. Holding down and pressing B, it gives you this little flash. Yeah, so they're like Steve. Cause, oh man, yeah. Because you can do forward B and then wall jump off of it. And then up B. No, okay, no, down B might be a counter of sorts. And then, yeah, so, okay. So not everyone has an actual combo. Sometimes they just, like, they're just Gattlings. Oops. And then just solid poke. Okay. Ooh. Does this hit on the way down? No. Huh. Oh, okay. I'm holding up an A, and then it's releasing on the negative edge. Whoa. No, I stand corrected. If I hold A, you can just tap a direction. And it'll do the move. Oh, it won't do down now. Look at that, though. But I'm just tapping directions. And then these normals are coming out when I'm holding A. That's interesting. That must be like an input thing from the for the actual game. But yeah, really, this character is, yeah, specials are all defensive, and then it's just normals that you're relying on. That's super funky. I like that. I never really played with Steve much. I dropped off of Smash by the time they had come around. Yo, this is cool, man. We're gonna talk about this in the Discord a little bit. I wouldn't mind getting Smashland, this, and maybe Smash Remix going for an evening of platform fighters. I know there are a lot of really big platform fighter fans out there, and like I said, it's not my milieu, so having someone else kind of like be able to walk me through it, like having your guys' help today was great. Just being like, try this, try that. Like, I don't always think about what exactly is like, my brain's not primed to think about what exactly is the best solution to the problems in platform fighters. So it's good to be reminded about that kind of stuff. No, stay in the center of the stage, man, right? Like, that matters. That'll help. Alright, friends, you know what? I think this is a good time to call it. Thank you, as always, for joining me here in the digital basement. I appreciate it. Yo, friends, don't forget, hit me up. We got the Patreons up over there, and we got the Twitters right up here. Make sure to drop me a follow. Yo, don't forget, friends, spend your Bezos bucks. I forgot to spend my Bezos bucks last month, and a Twitch Prime sub went to waste, and that seems ridiculous. So remember, friends, if you got that Twitch Prime, consider dropping it here. I'd really appreciate it, but make sure you spend it somewhere. Don't let Bezos keep that money. He doesn't deserve it. Some amazing creator out there really does deserve it, though. So don't forget to do that. Stay safe out there, everyone. Thank you for joining me here in the digital basement, as always. I'm going to be back Thursday for Kingdom Hearts. I swear it. I swear it. I've been bailing on Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to do it again. We're going to play it. We're going to finish it. It's going to be awesome. And then, yeah, Friday. We're going to be doing some Free Play Friday. Probably some platform fighters from the looks of things. So until then, stay safe, everyone. Take care of yourselves out there, and I will see you later.